Coming up on Popmuckers, the Cowans get carded, commercialized comments, 3 predictions for 2014, and this just in, Russia is taking a controversial stance on homosexuality during the Winter Olympics, and yet they still allow male figure skating?
Listening to the Popmuckers Comedy Podcast. And here is your host, Chris Cowan.
Hey, welcome to Popmuckers. This is episode 16, brought to you the year of our Lord 2014, week of January 27th. What's new, guys?
Not much. What's new with you, Nate? Funny doing a podcast and having nothing to say.
It is funny doing a podcast and having nothing to say. Not a whole lot.
That intro still leaves me speechless.
Well, I know. You'll get over it. The bitterness will subside.
I've got to learn to forgive.
Okay. I'd say we make our own little thing that we can just kind of throw onto the audio clip. It'll be like really weird and just disjointed. It'll just be like Chris Cowan and Nate and Chris on the Popmuckers.
We'll hack his system.
So,
as the professionally voiced announcer said, I am Chris Cowan.
I am Chris Quant.
I'm Nate Henderson.
And you guys don't see. That's the thing. You guys don't need any introduction. You're the guy who I come on beforehand and I'm like introducing people who need no introduction.
Oh my gosh.
Chris Quant and Nate Henderson. So that's why we had to budget for a professional voiceover artist for me, because I actually do need an introduction to our audience.
I do remember discussing this as a group.
We're gonna get in the we're gonna get in the 20s of episodes before we really start to let it go. So
no, I'm happy for you, Cowan. You've upped the game.
Yeah,
2014, we're up in the game.
I am up in the game. I'm up in the game each episode, and I'll continue to up the game. That's my goal. That's my, dare I say, New Year's resolution.
There you go.
Even though I don't do New Year's resolutions.
Sounds good.
But this is Popmuckers. This is the show where we take humor and we violate your ears with it.
Just full on.
Word pictures.
Unabashed.
Oh, boy.
All right, so with that, let's go ahead and kick things off with a pop drop. Who wants to start? Anybody got anything?
I got one.
Go
you have
right
one?
ahead.
You looked eager, Nate.
No, I mean, I don't. I have something I can bring up, but
You're like, I'm going to make something up right now.
no.
Okay. Gents, every day that I'm driving home, I drive past one of those sign spinners. You know, those people on the side of the street spinning a sign, trying to drum up business for a particular business. This one, by chance, happens to be and I swear they had somebody out on the side of the road first day of January, and it's for a tax prep company.
Okay,
and they have these poor people dressed up as the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, the Statue of Liberty, yes.
Lord knows how many people have sweated in that thing, and you've got to be the next guy or girl to put that thing on.
That's
genuinely feel sorry for these people that are out there. They look enthusiastic.
Oh,
I can only imagine they're on drugs.
Some of them are giving it their all.
Well, some of them are.
Yeah.
My question to you and to our massive listening audience is, has any one of you ever been persuaded by one of these people as you're driving down the road, I should go check that business out? I really need to take care of that right now.
I can honestly say no. It's a deterrent to me.
Yeah, as for me,
I don't know.
Not once been influenced.
Have you seen the Mr. Pickle costume?
Yes, but that's already something that I know is delicious. So I'm kind of biased towards it anyway.
Yeah.
It's
That's what I was going to say about the Jamba Juice, the rarely spotted Jamba Juice banana.
They have a Jamba Juice banana?
And honestly, because I used to work at Jamba Juice.
You worked at Jamba Juice?
I worked at Jamba Juice.
Did you have to wear the banana costume?
No. That's what drives me crazy.
Oh, so you wanted to?
I got into the smoothie business so I could wear that banana
costume.
And I never got to wear the banana. Oh, man. It was
Shattered
really
dreams.
Sad.
Dreams.
I mean, so that's why I left and settled for a major electronics corporation.
There you go.
But
Did I ever tell you the Mr. Pickles? I'm sure I've shared it on the story, my Mr. Pickles on the side of the road as I'm driving story.
Oh, that time that you beat that mascot to death?
Well, I was a bit angry. I had anger issues back then.
Right.
No, we're driving home one time. The Mr. Pickles guy is on the side of the road, surrounded, I kid you not, by 3 police squad cars.
That's fantastic.
Police officers surrounding this dude in this giant pickle costume. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Pickles is like a Subway or like a sandwich shop around the
Yeah,
area.
they got this goofy little pickle for a mascot.
And this pickle with this big old smile on his face with a chef's hat. And what really makes it is he's wearing these big white Mickey Mouse hands.
yes.
And I kid you not, I'm driving by, and these cops, 3 of them, are questioning this giant pickle, and he's motioning with his big Mickey Mouse hands down the street.
How about a sandwich?
Yeah, right.
Wow.
And all I could think of was, dear Lord, I want him to take off and for them to tase the pickle.
Oh, yes.
If I could catch that on video, God, I would just be so thankful of a giant pickle running down the road getting tased.
You know what I'm secretly hoping for, even though I know it wouldn't be possible, is while the police were interrogating them, the pickle just has a giant frown on his costume, which I know is completely against all physics and odds. But just like you'd see that like a Naked Gun movie or something, where just a permanent, what's considered a permanent mascot, just
I would like to see them cuff him. I mean, that would be
That was the
that would
second
be
thing
fantastic.
That's like the pickle in the back of the squad car would have been.
Or he's
epic.
resisting, and they bring out the batons and just start wailing on the pickle.
Give the pickle the wood shampoo.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's rough.
That's very cool.
That's awesome. Well, you're probably the only one out of us who's actually spent time in one of those
I have.
mascot
Have you?
type.
I have.
For what?
Yeah. Oh, well, there's
You've not heard
stories
this.
there.
Oh boy,
That could be a whole other.
He has. I think you need to refresh his memory.
I worked at a major electronics store in the area here, and it was their, I don't know, it was one of their anniversary things, and it was this big computer chip. And you had to put on the tights,
Yes,
of
and
course.
the big clown shoes, and the puffy hands.
Oh, yeah.
Like apparently Mickey Mouse hands are standard now. And you walked around in the store, and beauty is you didn't have to say anything. You just had to sit there.
You just
and
had to
motion.
do the Running Man for 8 hours straight.
Dude, I sweated like a pig in that thing,
course,
and it
man.
was horrible. And at one point, really had to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
You couldn't even take a bathroom break?
Had to hold it. Well, you had for
They
so
gave
long
you a
that had
styrofoam
to-
cup.
Well, and you
pretty
needed
much.
help out of the costume. Right?
And
You couldn't-
it
yeah.
required somebody to help you in and out. And apparently, it was a top secret government secret. Nobody could reveal who was in the costume at any one given time.
That's a really smart setup. You wear a costume where you're just sweating buckets. You can't rehydrate, and you can't
Yeah.
go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh,
that's totally worth minimum
It was
wage.
lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it minimum wage. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Not well.
Like probably wasn't even minimum wage.
It was not. But at times it was actually kind of fun.
You have shared that story on a previous
probably
podcast,
have,
I think,
yeah.
on No Show.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about
It
that.
was an experience. I'm
Yes.
trying to. But yeah.
Nice.
But it was fun. So
That's fun.
yeah, besides all that, those sign spinners have not convinced me at all.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not something I'm already interested in, I mean, I've always thought it would be fun to like be one of those guys in the costume in winter,
Yeah.
maybe, but not
Oh, sure.
during the summer.
No, I appreciate the effort.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate what they're doing out there, but I'm not going to sell my gold for cents on the dollar.
Exactly.
Or your furniture
Missed
store is
opportunity,
going out of-
Quan.
Yeah,
You're a
I know, right?
loss.
I'm not gonna do my taxes through you when I can do them free through taxact.com.
Are they paying us?
No, I'm just.
Well, that's very gracious of you.
I know. We have a guest in the chat room. Give a shout out to the unnamed user. Feel free to reveal yourself.
Who are you?
But this individual mentioned maybe a canine on the pickle would be
There you go.
quite a
yes.
scene. Yeah.
That's a good one.
And says sweating on the job is a plus. Working out and getting paid isn't so bad. LOL. I beg
Depends.
to differ, but
It depends.
well,
How much is your dignity worth,
Yes.
sir? Or madam?
Hey, Diego Salazar of DS Pictures.
Diego Sell.
Oh, hey, what's up? I know Diego. What's up, Diego?
Awesome.
Very cool.
Good guy.
I have a pop drop as well.
Sweet.
Just a little interesting thing that happened at the grocery store. Esther, I was at the grocery store with the family in the checkout line, and we happened to purchase some beers for a recent beer bash.
For your addiction, right?
Yeah, for my addiction,
Gotcha.
right? I
What?
can quit anytime.
As he takes a sip of his
I just
pale ale.
prefer not to ever. It is so. We bought some beers. So she asked for my ID. So I'm like, okay, I'm the one paying for the beer. So
Makes sense,
Sure,
I guess.
I'm like, okay, here.
And what's the
then
what's the rule? Like, you have to, I don't know, like, if you look younger than 40 or something, they're like
35,
required,
I
or
think,
35
yeah.
or something, they have to card
yeah.
you. So
They carded me. But then they said, oh, and I need your wife's ID too.
What?
And I'm here with my kids.
right.
So it's like, okay, what are you going to do if she doesn't have a valid ID on hand? Are you
I don't think
not
they're
going to sell the beer
technically
to me?
I don't think they're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's what I thought. I'm like, do you need the kids' IDs too?
I know.
Because I
Do we
mean,
need
it's
birth certificates.
yeah.
or-
What? So if I can't buy beer, if my wife is underage, but I hear I have 3 underage children.
You guys started
And-
having kids, to be fair, at age 17. So, I mean, it was...
right. Well,
So she wanted to make sure.
but I'm just the weirdest thing ever because I'm just like,
That's so bizarre.
I'm the one paying for it.
strange.
I'm the one who's gonna drink them.
You got 3 stinking kids. I mean,
Yeah.
odds are decent you're 21 at this point. We would hope.
I know, but maybe my
you
my
have such a
wife's-
baby face.
I do, it's true.
Such,
It's,
you...
Did they ask you what you were planning on using this beer for? Just
And-
while they were at it?
I know,
No,
right?
she- no,
totally
just put the
getting up
kids
in
to
your
sleep.
business, just like...
she was just like, it's the rule. I need both your IDs. So we complied.
That's weird.
That's bizarre.
But afterwards, we were really like,
I've never heard of that.
well, and I was straight up like, do you need to see the kids' IDs too?
Did you really
'Cause
ask that?
I said that, yeah, because
Good for
how
you.
retarded is that?
It's pretty bad.
That's pretty
It's
retarded.
pretty bad.
So
Yeah.
screw you, Walmart.
Yeah.
call them out. Oh, there goes our
Man,
sponsorship.
there was one of our leading.
Boy.
They were one of
Boy,
our
we
leading
had a
candidates. They
big
really were.
promo
Well,
deal on the table
It's
with
totally
them.
worth it. Screw you, Walmart.
Walmart.
You and your
Stick it to
stupid
the
policy.
man.
We're gonna stick with Target.
Yeah,
Well,
Hey, their Up and Up beer is fantastic.
that's true.
they don't have Up and Up beer.
Shut up.
I would own it if they did.
I know, right?
Fantastic.
I have pretty much every single kind of beer
You
imaginable
really
right
do.
now.
You-
'Cause for my birthday
quite a bit.
party, we had everybody bring beer pretty much, and everybody and their mom brought beer. And I have
Which was
like,
nice.
I have like 3 months worth of supplies.
I brought a greasy pizza to soak up the beer. So I
Yeah,
thought that
that's
was
delicious.
necessary.
that was an excellent contribution. No, but it's crazy now because like everywhere I look, there's like some beer that's like somebody brought to the party, and
You're like, what is this
We're just
exotic
like finding
blend?
places to put it because there's beer in the fridge, there's beer in a ice chest, there's beer in the garage.
A complete stranger
I can't get away
that
from it.
looked in your fridges would think you had
This
a
guy
problem,
has a
maybe,
problem.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's beer in my baby bottle, and it's crazy. Yeah, what you got? What you got, Nate?
Well, I was just gonna like add to that essentially, where I was very happy to have seen Mega Piranha. That was a fantastic
Yes.
movie. We watched it at your birthday bash.
Yes.
I was going to request for anybody that listens. There's got to be, because you always think like, okay, I've seen the worst. I've seen. But I really want to know, what are the gems out there? What are the gems in the rough that I have missed? Because I still think Birdemic, one of the worst B movies that I've seen.
It was pretty epically terrible. Birdemic,
yeah, and have you seen Birdemic yet?
I've not. No, I've
No.
not.
Oh
seen
my
it.
gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
It's almost worth me going through the horror one more time to see the look of pain on your face.
I would be willing to sit down and watch it with you guys.
Okay. And what about Birdemic 2?
Birdemic 2, I think, is out. So really, we should
Marathon?
We should
just cut right. You're going to be missing some of the context of.
in what context it is.
Well, I hear it's important in these movies
Well,
to
you
really
know,
get the context.
So Birdemic 1 sort of establishes the premise of GIF animation birds crash landing and exploding in buildings. So without that context, some of
you
Birdemic
may
2
not
might not make as
understand
much
Birdemic
sense.
2.
all right.
And
all
it's
right.
yeah.
Is this anything like piranhas crashing into buildings and exploding? Does that have anything to do with?
That was fantastic as well.
That was actually. I think it's a toss-up between the two. Birdemic, I might like a little more than Mega Piranhas, only because it gives just a little more of a hint that maybe they really thought they were.
They
onto
really
something.
believed in something amazing.
Yeah. So since you brought up terrible movies, I gotta share,
Please.
this awesome movie called Kung Fury.
Thank you. The trailer we watched
Yes.
on Saturday night was one of the best trailers
If
I've ever
Epic
seen.
had a name, it
my
would be
gosh.
Kung Fury.
Do a Google search right now for Kung Fury because it is freaking amazing.
You said that was coming to theaters, right?
It depends on. So what it is right now is it's in Kickstarter. By the time this podcast posts, the Kickstarter will have ended, and they'll have more than doubled their original Kickstarter
budget.
campaign.
It's hard
goal.
not to get on board with a project like this. Let me tell you, once you see the
After you see the trailer, you'll want to empty your bank
Yeah,
account and
it's true.
just give it to these guys. It's
Yeah,
like, here you go.
absolutely. It looks incredible. If they get to the $1 million mark, then it'll be a feature film.
That's fantastic.
But either way, they're gonna do it. It's gonna be awesome.
I assume limited release, but yeah,
Possibly, yeah,
like 10 screens across America, maybe.
yeah. So I'm just gonna play a little clip from the trailer, so you can kind of get some kind of feel. I'm not sure how it'll translate to audio, but we can give it the old college try here.
Hey, you got a permit for those guns?
I've got your permit right here.
He flips a cop car into the sky and shoots it with a skateboard. He flips
All units, we have an ongoing shootout at 24th and Northwest Street.
I'm on it.
this renegade cop in a nice car.
I think Johnny
Leaps in
Depp,
the air,
21
stands
Jump
on top
Street
of his car, and shoots the bad guys while flying through the
He's
air.
a kung fu renegade cop. I don't want to hear it, Kung Fury. I've just been at City Hall. You just destroyed an entire city block, for Christ's sake.
I quit.
Now he must defeat the most evil kung fu master in the world, Adolf Hitler, a.k.a. Kung Fuber.
Hitler. He's the worst criminal of all time. When did you kill him? I can hack you back in time to Nazi Germany, just like a time machine.
Hacking through time.
Oh no.
Error. Hacking too much time.
I want you.
So, anyways, that's just a little clip
Oh,
there.
oh,
It's
so
so
great.
epic. You gotta see
Okay,
it.
guys, we have to make a promise that if it is a limited release, if it hits that mark and it plays in a theater, I'm going to say
50 miles.
50, thank you, 50 miles, 50 miles or less.
Yes.
That we are going to make a little pilgrimage
Oh, heck
to
yeah.
the theater to see this movie.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Oh, absolutely.
It's happening.
It would be a crime if it didn't.
Yes.
So
we gotta
So
see
50
it.
miles. What is that? San Jose? No. Davis, maybe.
Yeah. Outlying areas.
Yes.
So I'll include the video, the trailer, and the link to the Kickstarter
Oh yeah.
in the show notes. So if you just go to popmockers.com/16, it'll be there. And you can check it out there. It's
awesome.
Seriously
It's one of the
amazing.
best
In
trailers
fact,
I've
I will
seen in a
not
long
fault you
time.
if you pause this right now and watch that
actually watch
video
the trailer.
instead.
I mean, come back. But
Yeah, come back.
it was one thing I was thinking while we were listening to it, because not just listening and not seeing the visuals. We got a little comment in the chat room there that the music is epic. And
It's
just
fantastic.
listening to the music.
Yeah.
is
It's like
just-
Miami Vice mixed with Karate Kid mixed with any 80s soundtrack you've ever
Yeah,
heard.
pretty much.
It's
Yeah.
brilliant.
with a little Nintendo theme going.
I love
through
that the
there.
police chief just calls him Kung Fury. That's his name.
Well, he
renegade cop.
He pays respect where respect is due.
I mean, you got to recognize the greats. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Truth. All right. Is that all the pop drops
Yeah.
we have? All right. We are ready to move on to.
Call it jumbo shrimp. I'm bored at home, just clipping my toenails. Anybody want to do anything tonight? I totally love strawberries.
Going swimming in my new Speedo. I know you guys are jealous. Hello.
Anybody want to join my mafia?
Facebook Police. This, of course, is the part of the show where the social network militia goes out, seeks people who are offending social network etiquette.
This is going to be might be a bit controversial because we've not touched that intro for a long time. But is there any way we can edit some Kung Fury into that into that intro?
Does it fit the thing? Well,
I don't care.
I don't know. I need to update it either way because it mentions like mafia wars and
when
nobody
did we
really
record
does
that?
anymore.
We recorded that back at.
It was a while ago.
It was a long time ago.
So
This whole social network thing keeps changing. It's hard to keep up with.
I mean, we totally missed Farmville.
All right, so this is somebody posted, and the concern here isn't about the person who posted, but rather one of the commenters. So the person posted just about, I know that my memory is a bit skewed, but I seem to remember the authority figures in the TV shows I watched as a kid actually having some sort of authority. These shows that my kids are watching, their caregivers are just as immature as the kids, if not worse. I think that's actually pretty true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I watch, darn, I'm totally failing. I can't even think of a tween show. I was totally going to...
A tween show?
Hannah Montana?
Hannah Montana. I watch Hannah Montana religiously, and it's so true.
He does.
I can vouch.
And one of our people in the chat room points out men especially are incompetent, and I think that's
actually a
good point.
That
there.
is very true.
But no, it's totally true. I remember, like Andy Griffith. When you watch Andy Griffith, he would always have wholesome advice for little
Opie.
Ron.
Gentle but firm.
Yeah. And
gentle but
easy,
firm.
Nate. It's Andy Griffith we're talking about.
I was thinking of Don Knotts. He was awesome. That's all. Hey, Andy. Hey.
No, that's Diego again. He got kicked out for some reason. So and that is something that's definitely changed with the more recent shows. So I read that just because it actually has to do with pop culture, which is sort of what we're about here. But then somebody commented, "Sad, isn't it? By the way, I'm giving a $5 coupon for Mother's Helper Services for the first 2 hours to my first 4 clients. Know anyone who needs a little mommy help?"
Those are the best.
If you comment on somebody's status and turn it into an advertisement for a business, you are a worse Facebook whore than Nate Henderson.
That's right.
And that's the only
That's right.
reason.
And I can say that I am a horrible Facebook whore. Check out episode 15. You'll know what we're talking about.
That's at popmuckers.com/15.
That's right.
Easy to get to. Yeah. So that was
that's really messed up.
Yeah. That is shameless. You have no soul. If you're commenting your advertisements, like even if it was just pure spam, like it was somebody hacked your account and you're posting comments and links and stuff and all that, that's not your fault. I'll forgive that. You were probably a little silly and clicked the wrong link and that got someone access to your account. But this person is full on, no, I'm not a spam robot.
Right.
That's who I am inside.
I'm just a
in my heart of
spammer.
hearts.
I'm a spammer.
Yeah. Oh,
it almost would have been more horribly appropriate if, like, the original comment was, "I can't believe these warlords in Syria are profiteering off of all these weapons." And you're like, yeah, that's really sad. Speaking of profiteering.
Yeah, exactly. That's rough.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
All right, on to our final segment. Weekly topic.
Boy, that does something to you every time, Cowan.
Just a little bit, yeah.
This, of course, is the part of the show where we choose a topic and we discuss it on a weekly basis. This is the third episode we've released in the year 2014, but you know what? It's still January, technically speaking.
Yeah, technically.
And I think we can still kind of milk that whole New Year's kind of deal.
Yeah. I mean, I just took my Christmas decorations down the other day.
Did you?
Oh, wow.
So we're good, man. We're
Yeah.
still in that window.
If my wife hadn't done it for me, our Christmas lights would still be up on the house.
Hey-o.
No, I'm serious. She took them down.
Mine still are up on the
My wife, we never put them up.
Scrooge.
That's one way to do it.
Yes, I'm a Scrooge.
Or not do it.
You know what? The spirit of Christmas is in your heart, not on the outside of your house. Okay?
That's BS, and you know it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not what the commercials tell us.
That's what the Christmas Train movie told me. So,
Christmas Train movie. That's how it was billed.
so this in this episode, our topic is we decided we'd each make 3 predictions about 2014. Pretty open, can be related to politics or ourselves or
It's pretty open-ended.
or pretty much anything. So
You've got a whole year to deal with.
yeah,
Almost.
yeah.
11 more months.
So who wants to start?
I can do it.
All right, Quant, take it away.
Gentlemen, I predict that in 2014, no less than 10 major motion pictures will be based off of a comic book or comic book series.
Well, that's
I'd
pretty.
say,
that's pretty
thank you.
lofty. I think you're early a year, but yeah, sure, why not?
No, I think it could be. This is the year of the comic book.
This is
This is the year of the comic book.
year of the comic book.
I think it's the years of the comic book.
Yeah, I think
definitely.
so. Second prediction. I've got more than 3.
Just
so
smoking
so you
right
know.
through them. All right, sounds
Dennis Rodman will become an honorary dictator of a small third world country.
Nice.
good. He's on his way.
He's
Let me tell you,
he's got the
he
temperament
is,
for it.
Yes.
Number 4, Colorado becomes the most visited state in the union.
Because they recently legalized
Oh yes,
Mary Jane.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Quan. I guess I wasn't following that news as closely as
You know what?
As
Some
you.
of us got to be up on the.
Well, you have to know whether or not you can grow it out in your fields. So
Very profitable. Next one. Miley Cyrus will have an STD or mental illness named after her. Oh, dang.
I
You
got
the
Cyrus-itis.
Yikes. Cyrus-itis. There you go.
Nice.
And my final prediction,
I got
gentlemen.
Myleria.
I got a Cyrus cyst that is killing me. Oh, that is wrong.
Oh, we got the chat room's
Blowing up here. Chat
Chirping.
room's blowing up.
so Diego says 2014 the Pope will twerk. That's actually plausible. The Pope is very hip.
I don't think
This new Pope is hip.
I don't think that's far off at all. This
seems
Pope
like that
is
kind of
this
guy.
Pope is trying very desperately to get on everybody's good side. So
He is.
That
He's a people
includes
pleaser.
all the freak
doing good.
dancing teens.
I think it's going to happen. I think he's also going to get his own sitcom.
Oh,
And maybe launch a music career.
that's good. That's good.
No, what type of genre would he do though? I mean,
just pop.
Just pop. Why not?
It's
Pop-
going to be the Pop Pope.
Pop
I mean, how
Pope,
can you
yeah.
go wrong?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
that's
The
pretty
name
catchy.
names itself.
Pope and
That's pretty
pop.
catchy.
Pope pop.
And then, 2014, here's a great one. Matt Messer, 18, in the chat room says, 2014, the Pope will take a picture with the Instagram pan.
Which
Yes.
leads me to my final prediction. Hashtag Instagram pan will go viral on the interwebs. Thank you, Matt, for leading in that perfect lead in. You had no
Yes.
idea. Nate, you are going to take a picture today with the Instagram pan.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I am
and
not.
You're going to like it.
No, I am freaking not.
Instagram pan. This is 2014 is the year of the Instagram pan.
Now, is this hashtag limited to Instagram, or can we do it on Twitter as well?
Twitter as well.
Are you tweeting about it actively, or are you...
I am.
Okay.
I just released one the other day.
Good.
Hashtag Instagram pan.
Also,
gonna get his picture taken with
Diego in the chat room says in 2014, Dennis Rodman will go missing. I think that's
could only hope.
probably a little more accurate.
Well, if he keeps getting involved in North Korea, like I said, odds are good.
Yeah.
So
I
Go one or two ways.
I posed the question on Facebook, and David Larson said Harold Camping. You guys remember who Harold Camping is?
yes,
He was the end of the world is May 21st. No, wait, it's October 21st. No, maybe
No, wait.
November. Maybe it was just a spiritual end of the world. Maybe, I don't know.
yep.
So David Larson predicts Harold Camping will arise from the dead on March 20th to witness the end of the world on March 23rd.
Oh, my birthday. That's awesome.
That's
the
awesome.
end of the world is going to be my birthday, gents.
Well,
Good.
had to be one day. Why not your birthday?
Why not a special day? Let's
Go
do
out with
that.
a bang.
That's right. Maybe it'll happen at the end of the day. I'll
So
still be able to
uncouth
kind of
mention your
celebrate.
birthday on the podcast.
Yeah,
Come
that
on.
shameless promotion is hashtag Instagram.
I don't know what came over me. I'm sorry, gents.
Nate, you got yours yet?
Yeah, I was struggling for the third, but okay, my first one is, and I firmly believe this, one of the 4 following people will die in a drug and or alcohol-related
I
fatality.
like where you're going with this.
Okay.
Lindsay Lohan,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Amanda Bynes,
Okay, yeah.
Miley Cyrus,
Yeah.
or Helen Mirren. And the only reason Helen Mirren will do it is because she'll want to be popular and she'll be hanging out with one of those other 3 who also happens to die in a horrible related fatality.
Nice.
No, it's interesting. It's like all 3 of those like sometimes you hear like people are like on the comeback. They're on the as far as like the drug rehabilitation thing.
boy.
If one of them stumbles, they're going for ODville.
It's gonna
be bad.
It's gonna be quick.
It's
and
gonna be bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people will be missed more than others. I'm just saying. It's bound to happen.
Woo.
Nice.
So let's keep an eye out. Keep an eye out.
All
on
right.
that. That was pretty horrible. Let's see. Second prediction. I was trying to think of something as far as movies go, because I know a lot of the really great movies are coming out in 2015. 2014 has like a handful of them, I think, but
So you're saying 2014 is just kind of a filler year?
I think 2014 is going to be one of the most disappointing years that we've seen in the past 5 years.
Wow.
I'm going to say it.
I went and saw Saving Mr. Banks the other day, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Great
I did
movie.
too. It was
Great
quite
movie.
good.
Like I said, 2014 is going to be one of the most disappointing years. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't be hating on
My
Saving
wife saw Saving Private Banks or whatever, and she said it was fantastic.
That was good.
No, but like for all the trailers I've seen, like I just think everybody is holding their breath for 2015 because that is like the nerd.
Well, that's when
mecca.
That's when Marty McFly comes.
Oh, that's
arrives
right.
From 1985.
Oh my god!
So that's the year we're going to have hoverboards.
2015?
We're going to
Was that
have
the year?
2015?
Yeah, 2015.
Oh,
'Cause it's
yeah.
30
it is.
years after
Hasbro's
85.
going to release their hoverboard.
their hoverboard.
Was it Hasbro?
Yeah.
Mattel? One of
Yeah.
those. One
Yeah.
of those.
Mr.
two.
Fusion's going to be
Mr.
huge.
Fusion.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Flying cars.
That's right. We were supposed to have flying cars by the year
Yeah.
2015.
Yes, we
that
were.
was imaginable, or that was actually thought of as what it will be truth. What was that year that it was made?
yeah.
Well, technically from 85.
Yeah.
Oh no, but
Yeah.
what was 2?
No.
No, 2
The
wasn't
first
made in
one
80.
was
Oh,
made
no,
in
2 was
85.
made in the
So
90s.
2 was in,
yeah.
Like early 90s, 91 or
Yeah,
something.
90,
So they
91,
thought
yeah.
in over almost 25 years we were going to have hover cars. We're so close.
And a Michael Jackson diner, a retro diner.
And we would if the government wasn't stopping us.
Yeah.
BB beef and or pork.
No.
So yes, I think the year is going to be just horribly disappointing when it comes to movies.
Well, definitely. Well, 2015 is, I think, and 2014's the year leading up to that. So that's.
No, 2015 is going to rock for movies, I think.
You think so?
Dude, the new Star Wars, like,
Oh, that's
they've
right,
got
yeah.
so much. The new Marvels, the new Avengers movie.
Oh, that's true.
2014 is merely going to be Hollywood holding their breath because they don't want to.
I don't know. I like Captain America, so I'm stoked
Yeah,
to see
it's
what they
coming
do.
out.
Like I said, there'll be a
Coming out
couple
quick.
gems, but as far as
Yeah.
overall year,
All right,
yeah.
all right.
When is the Batman Superman movie coming out? Is that 20?
What?
20 at least 2015, like
Okay.
2015,
How did I miss
2016.
that?
So yeah.
Cowan, do you want to explain for our chat room what the Michael Jackson diner is?
Michael Jackson. Oh, was that mentioned in passing?
Yeah, we just mentioned it.
Well, in Back to the Future too.
Yeah,
the
it's
Future
Back to the Future too. That's yeah.
Basically, the 80s made this impact on society that never left.
It's like we have
So-
it was like they had 1950s diners in 1985, so they figured, well,
True.
in 2015
1980s.
they'll have 1985 diners. In
Very true.
2015.
Sure.
And so my
Didn't happen.
My
Not gonna
third thing for the year 2014 is I know for just a fact that I will probably end up smacking Quant over the head with his stupid pan.
Hashtag Instagram pan. Thanks for bringing that up. Appreciate it.
He's bringing it. He's like in
if you want to get more viral hits for Instagram pan, you need to let Nate smack you with the Instagram pan.
That's true. We should record that or at least take a picture of it. And it's going to be hard to get that precise moment when it makes contact, so we're going to have to do it like multiple
We'll have to
times.
add that cartoony anvil sound coming to it.
No, like back in junior high, like in home ec, when you were given that sack of flour to carry around, or maybe it was like an egg or something like that, just to kind of the whole like got to take care for something. You're carrying around that pan like it's a child, like it's a newborn infant that if you let out of your sight, it's gonna die.
This is really bugging you, isn't it?
It's so I just don't get it. I don't. If it takes off, more power to you. I really...
That's what I'm seeking,
I
is
truly
power.
do, but I'm predicting that I will assault you at some point. And it may not even be like a really violent assault. It will probably just be like me smacking you on the backside with the pan. But it's going to happen, and it's going to be 2014. As long as you keep this pan charade up.
It's all right.
That's just me.
No, hey, protect away, man. Free country. Free country.
He's actually feeling hurt. He's like, okay, well, I thought it was a good idea. I don't know.
This thing's going viral. Shut up.
But all I know is I think doing a video of you smacking him with the Instagram pan will probably fulfill both of your wishes. So
that's so true. I think Cowan has the answer.
And honestly, I think it'll fulfill some wishes for me as well. So.
It's been
Cowan just sits there in the back clapping. Okay, do it
again.
now.
Again.
Now, I'd prefer you did it with a pillow and in lingerie, but hey,
Oh, that's a whole other matter. Hopefully that's on your prediction list.
Did I say that out loud?
All right, go ahead, Cowan.
All right, my predictions. So, number one, there will be more Olympians coming out of the closet than ever before.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
In protest.
That's a given.
I have a feeling Michael Phelps will be among them.
Really?
I don't know. I just...
Mr. Subway himself, huh?
Wow.
I don't know.
In the Winter Olympics, that's going to be impressive.
I don't know.
That's
yeah.
He's
still an Olympian. He'll have moral support,
and he'll keep doing Subway
polar swimming.
Yeah. He'll keep doing Subway.
Yeah.
Subway will fire him temporarily. It'll be like a big old, controversy.
I hear he's in Colorado.
After he comes out of the closet, and then
the chat room disagrees on Phelps, but I don't know.
Disagrees on Phelps. He is not gay. He's an American champion.
Number two, Obamacare will experience so many delays and revisions that it will be completely unrecognizable. That's mine.
And yet it'll still go forward.
It'll still go forward. Because they have to push it forward in one form or another. And basically, by the end of this year, it won't even have to do with health care. It'll be more like, toothbrush provision. I don't know.
Everybody gets a free toothbrush.
But as long as they still push it forward and it's still called Obamacare, they'll still feel like they succeeded. Diego says Obamacare will eventually end. I don't think it's working very well already, and I think you'd have to not be too clued into reality to think otherwise.
I think it's going to be years before the people that actually set it in motion will realize, we've destroyed the entire country. Well, we'll backtrack. That's going to be like 2017.
That's a problem. Government, legislature. You can make it happen, but making it stop.
That's right.
That's a whole other tamale.
Yes, indeed.
We want young people to sign up.
Yeah.
And you can be on your parents' health plan until you're 26.
And you can keep your doctor.
Oh.
Number three, we've all kind of touched on actually this topic a little bit. Miley will accrue a minimum of 12 DUIs and be admitted to crack whore rehab.
That's what they call it, too.
Yeah.
This is bringing the Miley hate.
Crack whore. Well, 2013 definitely had a lot of Miley, so I think a lot of people are ready for that ship to sail.
Yeah, I think she's been heading towards that cliff. I think, we're just waiting for...
And it will be a surprise.
Please tell me what you call that rehab center again.
Crack whore rehab.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. Cool. I just wanted to make sure.
It's in Denver.
Yeah, of course. It's Colorado.
See, Diego disagrees. He says Miley is a closet genius.
Closet genius.
Well, she
might be in the closet, but I don't think it's for being.
Oh,
a
she's in the
genius.
closet quite a bit, but with various partners.
Yeah. And I have a bonus one. I think Phil Robertson will enter politics. That's my prediction.
Really?
I think that's going to happen.
Do you think he'll keep the beard?
Oh, he'll definitely keep the beard. He's gonna
and the fatigues.
Yeah, definitely.
Sounds good.
He's gonna run for politics. I feel it.
For politics.
For politics.
Oh, good.
Political office. If you want to be correct.
Question is, if you're able to, will you vote for him?
It depends on who he's running against, and probably not because I'm thinking actually
it's going to be like mayor somewhere.
That's the thing that Christian reality people do. The Duggars did it. They ran for some kind of city council or something.
Just some kind of
I'm thinking something. It'll be local.
Council.
He's not going to run for president or anything.
Well, I don't know.
But I think he's gonna.
I know how long he's gonna ride that train.
Yeah. I think.
Right.
I think
Never know.
That's my prediction.
I think. Yeah. We'll see if he runs.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm excited now.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening. Thank you, Diego and Matt and everybody else who watched us live. And stay awesome. If you would tell us what your predictions are for 2014, let us know at popmockers.com/16. You can even leave us a voicemail. Just go to that website, popmockers.com, and there's a link there where you can leave a voicemail. For comics, videos, and more original and entertaining podcasts, visit BreakroomStudios.com.